In fact, I believe that the manifest presence of God is a key to the kingdom of God coming on the earth. A few weeks ago, I was talking about revivals that have happened around the world, different revivals. And there's a connection between revivals happening and the presence of God showing up. There's a connection between the presence of God and then revival breaking out as a result of that. Why? Because the presence of God is all about contending for his kingdom. I talked about the Hebrides Revival, which happened in the 1940s. The Hebrides are a small group of islands off the coast of Scotland. They're almost impossible to get to. There was a conference there because of the Hebrides Revival last year, and Tasha and I looked at how much it would cost to get there, and it was like flying to the moon because it's so hard to get to the Hebrides. It's such a bizarre place for a revival to break out, but it broke out. Revival broke out because people came together and wholeheartedly, passionately, and authentically were seeking after God. And God comes where he's wanted, and his presence came upon them. And one night, and I shared this story already, but I'm going to share it again because it's incredible. One night, as they were gathered together as a church in a church building, praying, seeking after God, contending for God's kingdom, giving God glory and contending for his kingdom, especially praying for the young people of the Hebrides Islands to know God. At the same time as they were doing that, down the road there was a disco happening. A disco is an old-fashioned nightclub, and they were having this disco night, and a lot of young people from the island were in the disco. They were probably dancing guys. They were probably holding hands. I mean, sin was taking place in this disco. It was not good. Maybe consuming alcohol. So this basically was a den of sin was happening down the road. And as the church were praying and seeking after God's manifest presence, he came. God came. His presence fell upon the prayer meeting. And this is a true story. The disco down the road, everyone collectively in the disco down the road stopped and left the disco together and went to the church building to join the prayer meeting. They were drawn out of the disco into the church building because of the tangible, manifest presence of God.